Today is September 14th, 2025. At the Klamath River. We're currently looking at the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery ladder. That would be the ladder. That would be the weir that they've put out over the last couple weeks to encourage fish to go into the Iron Gate ladder. I know that it is running. If you look up at the top, you can see some water going into the hatchery itself. And just to put it into perspective, we are right at Bogus Creek too. Let me pause it. So I'm kind of coming around the trees, but this would be the entrance to Bogus Creek. So you can see where Bogus Creek is and the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery. There may be 50 feet between the fish ladder and Bogus Creek. Just to kind of put it in perspective for you guys. It's kind of hard to see around all the trees, so this is kind of what you're looking at. That's Bogus Creek, and then that would be the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery. We're not far below where Iron Gate Dam was. So I'm gonna pause it. So this is another shot of the fish ladder. I'm kind of working against the sun right now, but you can see that it is in operation. You can see water going up the ladder. I'm curious to see if they've had any fish go up yet. So anyways, I will show you kind of where Bogus Creek is from here. It's just kind of right through. It's hard to see with all the trees, but it's in that area right there. So I'm gonna pause and walk down. This is another good shot of the fish ladder. So anyways, this is what it's right here. I'm going to pause and I'm going to go on down to the bridge. So we've come up the road to the bridge and the boat launch access area. So you can see that's where the weir is. Just to put it into perspective, that is where the ladder is to the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery. I'm going to walk across the bridge, but you can see that the screw trap is still there. I can't tell if it's in operation. I don't know how to know when it's being used. It doesn't look like it's down in the water. I'm assuming it goes down in the water. But we're gonna walk across the bridge here and see what we can see. Let's kind of see what the water's looking like. So you can see the side. You can always kind of see the side of the river. You just can't really see in the river. I'll pause it and walk on down. So it looks like we're losing our sun a little bit. The clouds are coming back. Still haven't seen any fish, no signs of fish. And you can see the sonar device is still there. Like I've mentioned before, it's going to be interesting to see what fish go past the sonar device since they have the weir up at the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery. To hopefully pull in fish there. I've heard somewhere that they're going to collect the fish at the Iron Gate Fish Hatchery and then possibly truck them up the Fall Creek Hatchery. That is one thing that I have heard, which would make sense if they've got the weir out there. So that's what it's looking like here. Just so you can see what we're working with the clouds in the sky. It's kind of a Siskiyou County day. Don't really know what to wear. I'm kind of dressed in layers. I've got shorts on, a tank top, and a sweatshirt. Gonna pause it and head down below. So I'm down here below the bridge, walking towards the access point. Don't have a whole lot of light right now. Gonna be curious to see what I see down here. I've only seen fish here once, and that was, I think, it's probably been close to 3 weeks or a month ago now. You can see some shells of some sort. This is what it's looking like up the river. And so you can see, to put it into perspective, it looks like there's even a horse up there. He's dark, you can't really see him, but if you look at where the sonar device is and look at where the beam is, you can kind of see the dark colored horse near the beam. Up and around the corner, up there in the river. So the dam was up and around that bend. Up further, and the spawning tanks, when the dam was still here, was up and around that corner and in that bend. So you can see where the sonar device is. Just to put everything into perspective. Then you can see where the current screw trap is. And down there where the weir is where the Iron Gate fish ladder is, and then just beyond that is where Bogus Creek is. So I'm kind of curious to see what we can see in the water here. We kind of lost our sun, so it's making it a little bit harder to see. See a few bugs here, but not very many. There's a few on the water. There's a little swarm of them right there. So you see some, just not a ton. I'm gonna step off down right here. Definitely do not see any little fish here either. Still a lot of sediment in this area. See a few bugs in the area. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see a few flying right here. The water clarity is pretty good here along the bank edge. Come see what I see down here. I know, like I said, 3 weeks or a month ago, the only time I have seen the fish, we saw them down here as well. I think that this is the old boat launch that used to be here. So I don't see any fish here either, not the babies that I saw before. So I don't know what happened to them all, but they all seem to be gone from this area. So anyways, that's what it's looking like right here. I'm off to my next shot.